Bangalore or Bengaluru as it's known today is a garden city known for its cool climes and happening food scene. While many parts of the city are still garden-like, some parts have succumbed to traffic and commercialism like most great cities. We start our food tour this morning picking up my cute little grandniece who's going to accompany us with her mom and one of my husband's friends later. Once we maneuver through a really tight jam, we're on our way to eat some good old Bangalore food. The first stop is Dwarka. Any time of day, these places are bustling with patrons. This kitchen is busy, doling out thousands of meals a day. The speciality here is the Khali dosa or Kali dosa as it's pronounced in the south. Khali means empty and this dosa is served without any filling. What's really unique about this is the thickness of the dosa. Bisi Balebaat is another famous Bangalore food. While it's not best at this restaurant, you should give it a try wherever you can find it. This dish is a combination of rice and lentils. Upma or semolina is another popular dish in Bangalore, as well as the rest of South India. This version is savory and it includes some veggies. Semolina can also be prepared sweet and this kesari bath is made golden yellow with the addition of saffron. You can't leave any restaurant without trying a dosa. This is a typical masala dosa with its crispy exterior and spiced potato filling. In most restaurants, chutney refills are free and plentiful. A South Indian breakfast is not complete without some good old South Indian chai. A word of warning, if you vacate your seat, don't be surprised if somebody else sits down at your table. As they say in Bangalore or Bengaluru, salpa adjust madi, and that means just make it work. A little shopping at the temple store and we're hungry again. We're hoping to catch this 2-day annual peanut festival or Kadalekai, but unfortunately everything runs on Indian Standard Time here and the festival is not yet ready to open. We just drive by and take in all of the sights. I've saved some room for idlis and vadas at the famous Brahmin Coffee Bar. This place doesn't look like much, and we're lucky we got here when it's not crazy crowded. This started in 1960 and it's the only Brahmins Coffee Bar. There are other restaurants that opened up after this with the same name, but a sign behind the cash counter ensures the patrons that these are not affiliated. This is what I've been waiting to try. Idli or rice cake, and vada or deep fried lentil cake floating in chutney. And what they say is true, it is spectacular. And of course, chutney refills are free. We also purchased some ubatu, also known as puran puli in other parts of India. This is a roti stuffed with either sweet lentils or coconut. And you can't come to a coffee bar and not try the coffee. The sunsets in Bangalore is bustling with life. I've heard a lot about the food street and it's not too far from where we're staying, so we decided to give it a shot. The street decorations are a dead giveaway and I can't wait to get in there. As everywhere, the crowds are intense and we just want to walk around first before deciding on what to eat. It's not long before I cast my eyes on some strange looking red things on a stick. Turns out these are potato twists, swirls of potato dredged in spice and deep fried. Quite honestly, this may be the best thing that I've eaten to date. We also get one with a cheese drizzle, but honestly, the plain fried one is the best. While this market started off with local foods, it's now home to street food from all over the country. My sister-in-law points out the ice apple, also known as targola or tatiningol as it's called in the south, and I haven't eaten this in ages. This used to be one of my mom's favorites. Once it's peeled, we go in for the kill. This is typically a summer fruit, so it would actually be bursting with juice if I consumed this in the summer months. Corn is one of my favorites and it's a no-brainer that I want to try the corn chaat. It starts with the roasting of the corn, followed by a masterful and quite frantic mix of spices to prepare the chaat. This chaat is made with corn and raw mango and it's absolutely divine. As we devour it, the vendor prepares a second batch for us made with pineapple. The crowds line up to pay, and this time my hubby wants to try an old childhood favorite, ragi roti. This is a roti made with millet flour. This station is packed making rice rotis as well. The ground rice mixture is pressed between two layers of parchment and it's then cooked on a griddle. Finally, he's working on my husband's order. It's pressed and then it's cooked on the grill. The millet or ragi roti tastes a bit like pumpernickel bread to me. It's super healthy and you can't make enough to serve this crowd. There are more foods to try, but literally I cannot eat anymore. We try one last thing though, a dal stuffed ubatu, similar to the coconut ubatu we purchased earlier. As my hubby and sister-in-law polish that off, I watch the skillful art of making kode vada. These vadas are prepared and stacked and they will be deep fried later. A word of warning, if you're expecting to eat non-vegetarian food, this food street is pure vegetarian. For breakfast, we decided to get takeaway from Adigas. As in all restaurants, patrons flock for a nice vegetarian breakfast. The kitchen is prepped and ready for a busy day, and it'll likely serve about 1,000 meals today. You can either eat at their stand-up tables or you can get takeout. At night, we decide to check out Mosque Road for some kebabs. Our nephews and nieces are joining us today and they want to eat some Arabic food. We arrive at Karama. They have regular and majlis seating and we settle down for a typical Arabic fare. Tabbouleh, hummus, Arabic spiced potato, some mango milkshakes, and the main attraction, the kebab platter. And we sit back and enjoy the food. The next day, we catch up with some old friends over some strong coffee at the Daily Bean. There is a beautiful story behind this coffee shop. It was founded by 3 orphans that grew up like siblings and together they started this business. The ambiance is really trendy. On Sundays and Thursdays, they roast their own coffee from 2 to 3 p.m. the Daily Bean, we head over to the Bangalore Club. Opened in 1868, this club is full of tradition. This colonial club is for members only. Membership is hard, if not impossible to get, and you need to have a member who can invite you in. Luckily for me, I know a member. She is my good old boarding school friend, and she and her husband have invited us today to share in this great experience. The clubs have several kitchens, and we sampled samosas and kebabs galore. We enjoyed catching up, and after rounds of snacks, we moved to the dining room for some good old Indian Chinese food. Wontons, chili chicken, and fried rice. And we finished the night with a tour of the facilities. Thank you, Bangalore, for your hospitality, good food, and good fun. Of course, I didn't get a chance to do everything I wanted to. Until next time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, guys. Do share my channel as well as my videos with your family and friends. And make sure to ring that bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Now it's on to Goa. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.